Gather round, one and all. Welcome to the 2DopeMarks Arena and a brand new episode of 2DopeMarks, your home for all things pro graps, ridiculousness, and all things in between. Brought to you by two lifelong fans who bring commentary to you like a country version of Jim Ross and Paulie Dangerously, or Paul Heyman, if you are still trying to get yourself a little educated, just a little educated. To my right, that's D. I'm Brando. Again, thank you for coming through. Thank you for tuning in. As always, follow us on Twitter at 2DopeMarks, on Instagram at 2DopeMarks, and also, like, comment, subscribe on YouTube and wherever you get your fine podcasts. Rate us, review us, give us 5 stars. You can give us 4 stars. I think you're Dave Meltzer in real life. And again, man, usually we on Thursday nights, 7:15, but due to good old scheduling conflicts, where it's a QB1, the current reigning, defending, undisputed Super Bowl champions, Philadelphia Eagles. We here on a Wednesday. We are here live in living color. As you can see, D has his Eagles belt propped up a little differently because I see there are shells in the background there, sir. I would say there's a lot of wrestling shit happened this week, but that's neither here nor there. How are you, brother? I haven't seen you. I haven't seen your face. It was Cinco on Monday. Did you enjoy the shenanigans?
I don't remember.
Take a tequila. Okay, you don't remember.
I sure did. I had one of the greatest margaritas ever. Back to back.
Right.
To back.
Right. Yeah, we went to a spot up here that had, shall I say, $5 tequila shots. Enough said, right? Enough said. $5 tequila shots.
I know my right hand she was on one.
All you needed was one. Good ass margaritas. Only 10 minutes from the crib too, but I would not give them a shameless plug because they ain't sponsoring us. They're not sponsoring us.
Motherfuckers.
They're not sponsoring us. Not yet. We will get all the random ad reads you can think of, but right now, man, we're gonna start the show off by kind of highlighting what is usually like Black Friday in the world of professional wrestling, and that is when the WWE goes through their seasonal releases. We get these once, maybe twice a year. Fans freak out. Fans have big, giant, why Lord, why? They act like Ricky Mama and Boys of the Hood once they brought him in on the couch and that sort of thing. And some people say some outlandish things like, hey, why does person X have a job still? So
that's why
if you don't know,
whatever.
Yeah, so if you don't know, we had a grand total of, do my quick math here, 5 main roster releases and 11 releases from NXT. So we'll go like this: Dakota Kai, Braun Strowman, Shayna Baszler, Kaden Carter, Katana Chance, Cora Jade, Gigi Dolan, Eddie Thorpe, Jakara Jackson, Raleigh Osborne, Raul Mensa, Javier Bernal, Joe Coffey, his brother Mark, Wolfgang, so trio of Gallus, and Danny Palmer, who subsequently, after she got released, was like, I'm retired from the business. Salute to you, my good sister, in your future endeavors. While this was happening Friday, you were just chilling, and I told you about what happened with Jakara Jackson, and you warned me 4 days ago that you was gonna crash out over that particular release. So you've had some days to kind of think about it. How do you feel with these, these double-digit names no longer being employed by the WWE?
Those raggedy bitches. You had to get rid of the one wrestler. I care about a lot of them, but the one wrestler, come on, man. Why you gotta get rid of Jakara? Jakara was doing her thing. Her and Lash should have won the women's tag team titles on numerous fucking occasions. And if you paid attention, she was getting better and better and better and better. But those slap nuts decided that she had to go for whatever fucking reason because they didn't know what to do with her. Their loss.
So okay. So my thought about this,
The
literally
crash.
as it was coming, because I knew the crash out was gonna come, and as the names started trickling in, I was like, okay, some of these make sense, some of these don't make sense.
Mhm.
I didn't think that Dakota Kai made a ton of sense because you need a hand for the mid card titles, and she was a
Facts.
steady hand and kind of helped the initial progress of Lyra Valkyria with that belt. She had damage control, and
Mhm.
when healthy, she's one of the a solid worker in
That's
that ring and out
that was
that
the
ring.
key word right there. When healthy, Dakota
Mm-hmm.
had to stay healthy.
Mm-hmm.
The best ability is availability. That's what that was. That was easy, and I feel like they did that for that reason.
Yeah. So in that, that one, it kind of caught me off guard, especially when she dropped the curls down and you really like, oh no, really have Samoan. I was like, oh, we got a new layer here. Wait a second. We just getting
Mm-hmm.
really to know you. You know what I mean? And then the release happens. A lot of those people, Gigi Dolan, for example, I was a little bit caught off guard because she was just on NXT Tuesday in a tag team title match versus Raquel Rodriguez and Liv Morgan.
The one that threw me off was Cora Jade. Like
See,
she was just on TNA.
yep, yeah.
What
Cora
we
Jade,
doing?
it didn't necessarily throw me off because like the writing was on the wall for me when you saw Roxanne Perez and Giulia immediately become BFFs like out of
Right,
nowhere because
right.
you knew that spot was Cora Jade's spot, and I guess the way to kind of rid that moment was also Roxanne basically dropping Cora during that tag match a couple weeks
True,
back.
true.
So in a lot of ways, man, I think a lot of names that got released are like, damn, that sucks. But then you kind of look at it, right? Shayna Baszler is still an all-time great if you think about it, between arguably the greatest NXT women's champion, has quite possibly the single best elimination chamber performance we've ever seen.
She beat the fuck out of all of them.
And I'm pretty sure had it not been pandemic, she would have gone over on Becky Lynch at Mania 36.
I enjoy her beating the shit out of Ronda Rousey.
I mean, and they gave her a stadium match with her homegirl.
Beating the fuck out of Ronda Rousey.
I mean, you can't do too much about it. Braun Strowman they brought back, and I was like, okay, there's a limit here though, and that limit was found because he lines up perfectly with your Jacob Fatu's
Mm-hmm.
and your Bronson Reeds. When you got a monster on top of a monster, then you cooking. But once you go ahead and break that a little bit, then is what it is. Shout out to the Russell Club checking in. Good morning. It is, well, it's morning over there, but for us it's 7:25 on East Coast time. But that is what it is.
Yeah.
No, but Braun has, a bit of a ceiling, but he was perfect for what he needed to be in that
Yeah.
particular era. Because you pair him with a Samoan or a Pacific Islander,
A specific islander. That's right.
magic happens, right?
Absolutely.
And I don't think you can keep feeding Pacific Islanders or
Mm-hmm.
people of that ilk and that descendants to that, man, because now it's running like old Tom and Jerry cartoons. Just saying. But I mean, he's made a ton of money. He won a Royal Rumble in Saudi. He was Universal Champion. Your brain is thinking about that greatest Royal Rumble. You forgot all about it, didn't you?
No, I'm just reading something on Justin Simmons might be coming to the Eagles.
Yeah, I think it was like what Brian Baldinger kind of like
Yeah.
Said that one in motion. Yeah, I saw that too. But
Oh yeah, fuck George Pickens. Damn
oh,
Cowboy fans.
we we're speaking about WWE crash outs here. We're not talking.
I know. I ain't scared.
We're
Little bitches
not
can get
talking
who the
about
fuck
that.
they want. They got 2
Yeah,
crash outs now.
yeah, they do. Point is though, in regards to literally just a matter of just the concept of, hey, have people like kind of hit their ceiling, right? Especially you talking about main roster.
Right.
The one that also threw it for me was you say bye-bye to Kaden Carter and Katana Chance.
Dude, like they were entertaining and they could work. What
Yeah.
did you want? You know what? The fucked up shit about this is if you look at Katana Chance, Kaden Carter, Shayna Baszler at one point. Shayna Baszler at one point, a former women's tag team champion. You look at who else was it? Is it Jakara? Like the WWE doesn't give a fuck about the women's tag team division. And it's obvious as hell. And those women can work. Like, what are we doing? You giving certain women a space to still entertain. And that's the thing with wrestling right now. You can't have every single body on the roster. You have to give somebody things to do, whether they're a hand, whether they're a champion, whether they put on good matches, whether they're just entertaining as hell. And you got to find something for everybody to do. You can't just hoard talent. You can't. So I honestly think that some of these folks can reinvent themselves, a la Drew McIntyre, a la Naomi. It's one off the top of my head. I can't think right now, but come back and do something.
Matt Cardona.
There you go. Thank you. No. Chelsea Green.
Oh yeah.
Chelsea Green, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like, I'm just looking at this list right now. I think Jakara can come back stronger. I think Cora Jade can come back stronger. And I want to see, you know what? I don't want to see Shayna come back because I don't think they know what to do with her. I have no idea. They don't know what to do with her. What you should have did with Ronda Rousey, what you should have did with Shayna Baszler initially.
Yeah, but the thing is, you did that with Shayna Baszler when she was down in NXT.
Right. But it still has to transition.
Yeah. It definitely does. I also think that when you look at, because again, I think they're the people who are on the main roster versus those who are on NXT are two totally separate conversations, right? Yeah. I think with Shayna, like, yes, there is somewhat of a peak there. I mean, you gave her a stable in Pure Fusion Collective with her, God dang it, Zoe Stark and God dang it, I don't know why her name is escaping me right now.
We know who you're talking about, brother.
Yes, yeah. But I think with these releases, it's almost like you're leaving somebody out to dry, right? Case in point, Zoe Stark is now completely without a stable. Like, everybody from her clique gone. Jakara Jackson being gone now means Last Legend is like, okay, you got to go to do a solo thing. Now, traditionally, I would love it for like Show Improve to happen with these releases. And now I can kind of transition into NXT of it all. The Show Improve with Jakara Jackson is you are standing next to somebody who makes everybody around them look tiny in Last Legend.
Yeah, but if you watch their matches, she was the worker out the bunch.
Yeah, I definitely agree. I also think that there is a magnetism and a star power with Lash. Like, what Lash probably needs to do, all honestly, again, my initial hope was that Jakara and Lash would get called up and they flake Charlotte. But
yeah.
My thought now is, when I really just kind of think about it, is, Sonya Deville. Thank you. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
My apologies. Yeah. Now when I think of it, like, Last Legend, and she's not going to be the NXT Women's Champion or the NXT Women's North American Champion, because quiet as kept, I think Jada Parker is your next NXT Women's Champion. I mean, after you probably give the belt to Jordan Grace, it's gonna be Jada's turn. It's gonna be Miss Parker time.
Miss Parker, Miss Parker, Miss Parker.
You might say if you're not gonna do that with Lash and give her a run with either of those belts, let it go be muscle for Naomi on SmackDown.
I would have done. That's what I'm saying. They could have done that. Put the metaphor women as the. Come on, man.
Yeah, because again, they turned something that was almost dead in the water when Noam Dar got hurt and made that thing pop even more.
So
even Oral Mensa got his little shine versus Ethan Page, but still.
So pay attention to what's been going on in WWE right now. They had their releases, right? Mm-hmm. I feel like they always have like a second wave, and when it's going to happen, I don't know. But
they're coming.
So pay attention to WWE just acquired AAA. So pay attention if you moving stuff out the way.
Mm-hmm.
Moving stuff out the way to make room for something else.
Yeah, and the trade-off for the women's division on the roster, main roster anyway, is you're trading off Dakota Kai, Shayna Baszler, Kaden Carter, and Katana Chance for Roxanne Perez, Giulia, and probably Stephanie Vaquer. Like, you're basically, it's addition by subtraction.
Okay.
And I think the issue, if you're looking at it from a women's tag team title perspective, is that like, okay, you got rid of all the main tag teams. Like, the only real tag team is your current champion, who can't even defend the belt because Liv Morgan is filming a movie.
That's what I'm saying. They don't give a shit. That was so. Remember, that's why Naomi and Sasha left, because you weren't doing nothing with it.
So that is the weird thing about it. And I think Cora Jade we're going to switch back down to NXT. Could we keep going? We're talking about Lash and Jakara. We can talk about everybody else, right? Cora Jade, she blew out her knee one time, right? She's a fine worker. Again, I think that she got a raw deal in some ways because she never kind of like recaptured that aura she had before the knee injury. Especially because, again, you literally put her in a program where she turned heel on her best friend in the business and then, let it cook from there. So, yeah. Eddie Thorpe, who perhaps had one of the best one-liners I've seen recently.
Yes.
Him versus Lexis King. I was like, ooh, did he fly too close to the sun there? But then I realized,
was okay with it.
Yeah. But then I realized they released not only him, they released his lady too. I was like, dang, that sucks.
Hold on, who's his lady?
Dakota Kai.
Oh, word?
Word.
My man.
Yeah. So there's that. Again, good worker. Had a bomb feud with that with Trick Williams. Surprised me in some ways. Got a PLE win too.
I think he'll do very well on the Indies.
Yeah.
Or I could see him in TNA.
Yeah, Carl Fredericks was a sought after talent when he was in New Japan, and then flipped around. I was like, okay, so what are you going to be? Like, what are you going to do, right? And he said, I want to go work in the performance center, hone the craft, learn from some of the legends, learn from some of the greats, figure this whole thing out. And all in all, he did it. He definitely did it. Gallus, I mean, they kind of got lost up in that NXT UK transition. And as much as we say that there is a dearth of male talent in NXT, I mean, them boys will probably find a way in AEW and make noise, same way that the Grizzly Young Vets made that transition, right? So that's gonna happen. And Danny Palmer, as we said, she was getting injuries suck. Like, turn injury sliders off. I say that about your man Steph Curry too. Turn the injury sliders off. I want everybody healthy to play. I can say this. I must say, look, even though the man has sent my team out the playoffs for a decade straight, damn near, don't mean that I don't want him like not healthy. I don't want no excuses when we finally break through and beat him.
Well, that's not going to be anytime soon.
Sir, the man has beaten 2 different generations of Rockets teams, all right? Just saying. Just saying. So, all right. So now that we've gone over the releases and given our initial thoughts, you've already said like Jakar Jackson is probably coming back, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. I think that Kaden Carter probably could come back as a little reinvention. I don't know about Katana Chance because Katana Chance is basically she was a star on American Ninja Warrior.
She's the greatest American Ninja Warrior.
Yes, but also put her in the ring is like, again, flips all the athleticism in the world. It's just that it's in a very, very compact package, and I fear sometimes, like somebody like Zarya or Jordan Gray is gonna get in an F5 and they're gonna F5 a halfway into the crowd. Doc.
I could see if they smart about it, you can bring Shayna back. I can see it. I honestly can see it. Because you gotta if you give her the right storyline, Triple H cooked with her in the black and gold. He cooked with her. Why you can't do the same thing? Who are you trying to boost up?
Well, typically in a previous regime, there was no mid-card feud for the women's division. It was either, hey, here is person X going up against Charlotte, or person Y going up against Becky or Bailey or Sasha at the time or whomever. And yes, Tony Khan is going to dip into his Jacksonville Jaguar money to go get some people.
He better spend some money on that because they ain't gonna win a goddamn game in the damn Jaguars. Shit.
I mean, Travis Hunter gonna put some stats.
He is.
He gonna put up some stats. Just like Brian Thomas Jr. did last year.
He is.
But all in all, man, I think that when you have something, it's now a bunch of people now fighting for even more TV time.
Right.
Like the women's Intercontinental title just got a legit feud attached to it, right? The Women's United States Championship had a strong character carrying that belt, and now it's in Zelina Vega's hands, and I look forward to seeing what she does with it.
Absolutely.
But basically, we're now looking at trying to figure out about a good 5.5 hours of WWE programming where you can fit in not only mid-card feuds with everybody on the roster,
right,
and the title holders. It's tough. It's a lot of show and prove. And I think that, somebody like Gigi Dolan could definitely go to TNA.
I can see it coming back too. Yeah.
Come back, right? And the reason why I think that is because, look, man, you don't dedicate a whole WWE 2K storyline around somebody 2 years running and not think something of that person.
You also, with their relationship with TNA as well as their relationship with AAA, I think that it's another door open, another option for these folks to go to. I honestly can't see Braun Strowman. I mean, you might see Braun Strowman go to TNA and seeing it with Muth.
I see Braun Strowman probably going to Japan for a buckload of money.
I see Braun Strowman being a monster. Theaters too.
Yeah. You need that kind of archetype. Reason why, I think basically what they could have done instead of like outright releases, just do loans, like they do in soccer.
Yeah,
loan is, let's say, hey, you go work TNA.
But New Japan does that too.
Yeah,
New Japan would do that. How you think we got Kota Ibushi? How you think we got I'm trying to think.
Kevin Knight.
My head. Thank you. They do loans all the time. New Japan does that a lot. Hiromu Takahashi. They loaned him the Ring of Honor for at least a couple months until he came back and joined LIJ.
Yeah. Same with before he even must have begun. There was a weird period where our good buddy Okada was in TNA
Yeah,
while
yeah,
trying to learn the ropes, trying to get it right before he went to
yeah.
Japan and became the Rainmaker, right? So I think you did it like soccer. Yeah, you could have saved yourself a lot of issues in terms of heartache and people being upset. And I know there's a lot of ways we wish people would, like, if they're going to lose their jobs, it sucks when anybody loses their job, 1,000%. But I'm pretty sure as a wrestler or as any notable figure, like, you don't like it when you losing your job gets broadcast to the entire world.
Then they got fired on their day off. Like, what the fuck is we doing?
Yeah. Yeah, they weren't still in boxes.
Right.
They weren't still in boxes. It was just one of them situations where it's like, hey, it's post-Mania. I'm pretty
Bring
sure
back
it may
Jakar
happen
Jackson.
again post-SummerSlam
Bring
or
back Jakar
post-Survivor
Jackson.
Series.
Bring back Jakar Jackson.
Hashtag bring back Jakar Jackson if you really care about the women's tag team titles.
Absolutely. I just care about her.
All right. that is our breakdown of the WWE releases. As to quickly recap, D thinks you could bring back Dakota Kai. It maybe worked for Shayna Baszler, and he would also bring back Jakara. Of course, he bring back Jakara Jackson in a heartbeat.
I think Gallus will be good in TNA.
Yeah, Gals will find a home. A lot of these guys will find a home and do a grand level of reinvention to make themselves top notch, make themselves even more money, and basically, hey, shine in a way that sometimes you don't necessarily get to shine with them WWE cameras on you.
Right.
I.e., I would say Ricochet now is better than Ricochet in WWE.
Yep, sure is.
Yeah. Will Ospreay made some comments earlier, basically saying that the only match he really like kind of messed with at WrestleMania was the women's triple threat match, and that like he doesn't think anybody on their male roster can go with him inside the ring. And I'm like,
dog, what are he smoking?
I don't know what Will Ospreay is
smoking. That's some good ass shit.
I don't know what Will Ospreay is smoking. I think that WWE style and how they wrestle for television versus how AEW wrestles for television are two totally different things.
He must have forgot. Like Kevin Marcus Steen / Owens is a dog.
Mm-hmm.
Like Sammy Lorenz is a dog.
Yeah.
Seth Ramon Rollins is a dog. The fuck is he talking about?
I also think that there are a lot of guys on the AEW roster who wrestle so many similar styles. Like, without question. Like, I feel like there are some guys over there.
But you look who has a similar style with them. Sammy can do everything that Will Ospreay can do. Seth can do everything that Will Ospreay can do.
And you already know them two got it. Them two got fun beef back and forth.
You know what I'm saying? And then Kev, when healthy, can go with anybody. Like, what are you talking about? And you forgot, there's no Will Ospreay without Uncle Allen.
Yeah.
You talking shit. Tell Will Ospreay, go chill out. Go relax. Go chill. Go chill with his little friend over there. Whose house? Whatever.
That
motherfucker.
So, all right, switching gears, man. We're gonna go back to Raw Monday. The second show after the releases, and hey, man, people were a little concerned. They were like, "Yo, you gonna have Jay fight Seth and defend the belt this early? You sure?"
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, this is a much better setup to like confirm that no, Jey Uso's the man and the right man to have that belt. If he can go in ring with Seth Rollins, who's basically been the ace of the company for 4 years running.
Yeah. Yeah.
So before we even get to the match, we get quite possibly an all-time crash out from Paul Heyman. Probably one of my favorite versions of Paul Heyman, which is the justified heel. In every single way, breaking down, hey, I didn't turn on Roman Reigns. I was left with a choice. Because, hey, for 5 years, people didn't respect Roman Reigns until I was by his side. And for 5 years, we literally together created quite possibly the most intricate and enjoyed storyline in WWE history. We main evented WrestleManias. We carried a world title for 1,316 days. And you say it's my fault? Nah, because again, you left. Because again, who left first? Jay left first. Paul made his decision after the man got put through a table in front of his family at Madison Square Garden by the Tongans and by Jacob and by Solo.
Paul deserves to have a crash out moment.
He does.
Paul can say whatever the hell he wants. Listen, Paul's a Hall of Famer. Paul got, you know how many people, can we name the list of people that Paul Heyman has represented and made into the greatest thing smoking? We can go with, we can go Mean Mark, a la The Undertaker. Stunning Steve Austin, the living legend Larry Sabisco. Shit. Even Anderson. Shit. What you say last week on the show? Beautiful Bobby Eaton.
Turned beautiful Bobby into a beautiful killer is what he did.
You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? So
I see.
I'm
I see. Testify, brother. Testify.
Let that man cook. And then let's even take it even further. Man started off his own company and created arguably the greatest tag team of all time, the Dudley Boys. Introduced WCW to Psychosis and Rey Mysterio Jr.
That he did.
And
Eddie Guerrero.
Steve Austin. Yeah, and Eddie Guerrero.
And Demon Lingo.
Bruh. And then allowed Stone Cold as Stunning Steve Austin after he was Eric Bischoff coming in and just cut promos for weeks and drink beer.
Yeah, there's a I may say that for later. Speaking of Mr. Bischoff and his homeboy.
Fuck him too. I already know where you're going. Fuck him too.
Yeah. So you're right. There's a track record and a pedigree behind Paul
that man
Heyman.
can say what the fuck he want to say.
Absolutely. So in that, he sets up Jay and basically is Seth's plan anyway. Like, yo, we don't have to have this match. Might as well get this belt off this man now, or wait till we have to soften him up later. It's like, nah, let's get it now. And they have a 20-minute heater to close out Raw.
Yeah.
A heater.
Yeah.
And again, it ends with CM Punk coming back, causing havoc. So I think we're gonna get CM Punk and Sammy teaming up against Braun and Seth at the moment.
Probably this weekend or
no, it's not gonna be a match this weekend. I think it's for some maybe June. You might get it in June.
Okay. No, and they'll probably put that shit on Raw because it's on Netflix.
That is true. That must say Netflix basically operates as a third home for or a second home rather for PLEs, if you think about it. Well,
facts.
Yeah. So with that being said, man, this didn't necessarily change my opinion on Jey Uso being world champion. I knew he was ready for it. I think that the man is switched up. I might say you see less pastels in that brother, less colors. The man is in all black, being serious with that belt. Now, whenever this Logan Paul match happens, I'm like, all right, y'all got it.
Y'all just trying to sell fucking tickets. I know Logan can go. I fuck with Logan. But that man, come on, dog. Like, y'all just trying to sell PLEs and tickets. Subscribe to Peacock. That's what that is. That's the subscribe to Peacock. That's it.
Yeah, but
I don't care.
all in all, man, hey, that's how you know when a man go like that in the ring with your ace and more than hold his own.
Yeah.
The boy built different, dog. He built different.
I wish other people would believe that.
Yeah, I know, but you
But
know what we say.
you can't fix stupid though.
You know what we say. Fuck him.
Fuck 'em.
You know what we say. Fuck him. But you know, Backlash kind of rounded into form. We got another good promo from Becky Lynch and Lyra Valkyria on Monday. Lyra got a couple bars in. A couple bars in.
She been cooking. The one last weekend was cool too.
Mm-hmm.
Becky gonna beat that ass, but like Lyra was talking her shit.
Yeah. You just gotta let him just some people you just have to let kind of like know, like, hey, let's work. And
Yeah.
that lady and Bird Lady saying, look, I defended this belt more times. You come to work this year. It's kind of a cold. That's a cold. But Backlash is this weekend. Shockingly, it feels weird that Backlash only came 3 weeks after Mania.
We just got back from Mania.
We did. We just got back from Vegas. I don't know how we already had another PLE, but we had another PLE. This time we in St. Louis. It's Backlash. It's a B-level PLE, so it means a short 5-match, short and sweet card.
Mm-hmm.
I will basically run it down like this. You got Gunther versus Pat McAfee. I'm going non-title matches first.
Gunther gonna beat his ass, but I feel like somebody gonna be in the audience to start another feud. And I can't stand this motherfucker.
Are you talking about Bill Goldberg?
Yeah, I can't stand Goldberg. I can't stand these ass.
Man, he and Lee Corso say they're trying to retire this year, dog. So
I hope he smack his forehead and that and knock himself out, and he can't get to the damn ring. I don't nobody want to see his old ass wrestle again. Who gives a fuck?
Yeah.
But to answer your question, Gunther.
Yeah. I think Gunther wins. Pat's gonna give a valiant effort because that athleticism, that football athleticism, is gonna carry him through.
Effort is the key word in that whole statement.
Mm-hmm. He's gonna carry him the whole way through, but he might die. It's the fact that Michael Cole keeps egging him on, talking about, "Hey, dog, you got your health insurance lined up?" Because look, I know you defended my honor and everything, but brother, are you?
Don't get your ass whooped. Don't get your ass whooped trying to do it. Be smart about it.
Michael Cole is talking to Pat McAfee about this situation, like he's going one-on-one versus a gorilla, without the input of 99 other people. They say, "Oh yeah, we're gonna jump in."
You remember Rocky 3 before Mickey died, and he said, "Why I can't fight Mr. T?" He said, "Because he's gonna beat your ass." That's what that is. He said he's gonna beat your ass and sit your ass commentate with me so you can let talk another day. That's what he said.
So all right. So can I get on a quick little baby tangent about Rocky 3?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Why we ain't getting no Clubber Lang prequel, dog?
Because what happened was, I don't know.
Clubber quite possibly is the most disrespectful opponent Rocky ever faced.
I know.
Talk bad about.
Oh no, Drago said that man died. He died. Fuck his life.
Yeah. That's just but that's just okay. I'm wishing death on you. Okay, everybody talks shit about wishing death on killing somebody in a boxing ring.
That's the ultimate shit.
Is it? Again, I put it to you like this: Clubber talked shit about Mickey, told Rocky and Adrian in their face, "Hey, Adrian, come to my apartment. Come kick it with a real man tonight."
Listen, he was trying to give it a Disney. You know what I'm saying?
And again,
listen, he beat Rocky ass afterward.
Again, you are threatening me in front of my queen. You threaten my mentor and all that.
Yeah.
See, look, everybody can talk about dying in the ring. Wanna know why? because it's inherently part of the sport. You in there
That's
throwing
fair.
hands with somebody.
You know what? You're right.
Thank
You're
you.
right. You're
Thank
right.
you. We need it. We
Ain't
need a
nobody,
Clubber Lang prequel.
ain't nobody trying to sling the Disney mine. I
Exactly.
ain't a killer, but don't push me.
Exactly. We don't need that. We don't need that. But no, we need the Clubber Lang prequel, written and directed by Roy Wood Jr. Just saying.
I need Ryan Coogler. I need Ryan Coogler.
Nah. We need Roy.
It's gonna be different.
Roy on it.
It's gonna be different.
We need Roy on it because he was the one that brought this entire idea to life in the first place. Either he gonna direct it or you gonna get the executive producer credit on it. Okay.
Who would you get to play Clubber's son?
Well, I thought that's what Creed 3 was gonna be until that's what Creed 3 turned into.
Who would you get?
Damn. That's a good question because you gotta think like who you think can get Brolic and also give you the acting chops too.
I have an idea.
I'm all ears. What's up?
What's my man? So if you can get Damson to eat his Wheaties and shit, he could do it.
He could. My question with Damson is this, and it's gonna make you laugh. Is Damson bringing the accent that John Singleton gave him for Snowfall when he do it?
My people.
You think I'm supposed to care about Balboa? What Balboa did to me and my family? Nah, I don't know.
Bodies.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I think John Boyega maybe you can go through. It's a list of black actors that could probably do.
Well, is it? I like what's the one that played Judas and Black Messiah? Is it Daniel Kaluuya? Is that
Kaluuya?
Yeah. He could do that.
Yeah,
they just got British accent off.
Yeah, I mean, look, he sounded like a real Chicagoan when he did Judas and the Black Messiah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Do you want to get into the Brits already? Do you want to get into the Brits?
Yeah, we can go ahead.
All right, it's gonna be a British man. It's gonna be a British man. Okay, back to Backlash. We'll be doing this all day. Back to Backlash, right quick, fast. Our man's El Champion de Intercontinental, Dominic Mysterio, making his second official title defense. This one, his first PLE title defense against Penta.
Cero, fuck that. Beat his ass, Dom.
Dom is going to win and do the shenanigans.
Somebody said translate. Somebody translate. Dom gonna beat their ass in Spanish. Fuck that Cero Miedo bullshit. That man do it every 5 seconds in a damn ring. Like he look like a WWE 2K just taunting all goddamn day. Who cares? We know you're not scared.
I mean, to be fair, I'm glad that taunts have kind of gotten back over in wrestling because Io Sky doing that flip and the other flip into this.
Oh yeah, that was tough.
It's tough. It's tough. So Cero Miedo is going to cook. How's going to cook? I don't think
I'm going with the mullet.
Saturday.
I'm going with the mullet. That's what. Look, you see my mustache growing back in just for Dom.
I like Dom to win that one, man. I like Dom to win that one because again, man, you gotta celebrate your good heels. You gotta celebrate your good heels. You gotta celebrate your good heels, man. Next up, the United States Championship. One Jacob Fatu, his first defense is against former champion LA Knight, another former champion Drew McIntyre, and okay, is this the move on? I see the move on signal because I'm just looking at that T-shirt. It's time to move on.
I've done this to you. I've done this to you before in Vegas. Next match.
I know. I'm look. There are some people who are watching this for the first time who don't even remember, who don't know what you did in Vegas. So I'll give them a brief synopsis. We were breaking down Jacob Fatu winning his first WWE title, the United States Championship, and D was like, "We don't care about Lawrence Arabian Knight. We talking about Jacob. Move on. Next match."
You got it. I mean,
Yeah, that I mean. So yes, the Booyah Tribe heavyweight champion Jacob Fatu, we both think he's gonna retain that belt on Saturday night.
Who else in
Intercontinental.
that match?
It's him. It's Jacob, LA
It
Knight.
don't matter. Who cares?
Dame,
I'm sorry. Go ahead. My bad.
she's gonna do that shit. Women's IC title match. We alluded to it earlier between Becky Lynch and Lara Valkyria. Do you think Big Time Bex adds another belt to her collection?
Becky Bolea.
Becky Bolea. All right. Well,
Mhm.
again, at the same time, and I said this earlier on socials, and our homies can vouch for this. I am tired of people in the internet wrestling community attaching that scummy person's last name to them just because they do something they don't like. I'm glad Becky called that out too.
Me too. Fuck that dude. Fuck that dude. Let Becky be
Yeah,
Becky.
yeah. So yeah, that's real simple. I think Becky's going to take the title. I think the feud's going to continue, but
Mhm.
Becky gotta get this first one because last two episodes, whenever her and Lara have interacted, it has literally been, hey, I'm must say the champ is getting over. And judging by how
Yeah.
wrestling works, because it worked the same with Cody and John Cena,
Expect
person who ends
Becky
up on their
Bolea.
back, yeah, person who ends up on their backs, the person who ends up taking that belt. Lastly, you know, it's Juan Cena, the last undisputed WWE champion, in his words, versus Randy Orton in a hometown match. I'm not sure if it's one last time between them, but I think this might be their first PLE face off since Tables, Ladders, and Chairs 2013,
Mhm.
where they unified the WWE and the World Heavyweight Championship.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. All right, so we do feel like it's a foregone conclusion that John's going home with this belt, right?
As much as I love Randall Kennard Orton, he's not winning it. John
Yeah,
Cena is going to ruin wrestling in St. Louis on Saturday night.
yeah, yes. It's just it's gonna happen. I wish it weren't per se, but you don't set up a farewell tour without having to go through the entire Rogues Gallery. And if Randy Orton is first,
Yeah.
he's got to be first. CM Punk probably gonna be next. Wish Edge could be a part of this, but he's down
Who?
south. Edge.
Oh, you talking about Cope? Okay.
I said Edge
You
for a
woke up?
reason.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So that's Backlash, folks. Again, it's gonna be a quick to the point pay per view. It's gonna be a little weird because the last two backlashes were in Puerto Rico and in France, respectively, and them crowds were on fire. We got two all-time entrances too. We got the all-time Bad Bunny entrance, which I still listen to and still watch. You got you got three because you also got our esteemed women's United States champion had her homecoming in Puerto Rico.
Facts.
Um, and then last year in France, you got the Fireflies coming out to help Jey Uso.
Yeah.
And basically, that's when you knew, like, oh no, this dude different. This
I,
dude different.
I will say you might have the St. Louis crowd singing voices.
But who put them on that though?
The folks on the other in the other country in the other
Exactly,
continent.
exactly. They should have been
But it's
started that.
but it's different though. You guys see, like it's different now that they put them on. I mean, everybody gets put on, but to
Yeah,
see St. Louis sing Randy's song, and that man might cry down the aisle.
it might. He might. I mean, his family there. Bob probably gonna be there.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I see it. I see it, man. I see it.
He gonna have a cast on. What?
No,
Okay.
no. Although, we don't get Migos Orton either. And I don't think Anthony Edwards, who Randy Orton blessed as a legend killer in his own right, is gonna be there either because
you know who I need there to announce Randy to come out?
who?
St. Louis' own Sexy Red. Bow, 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 bow.
See, I'm glad that you exist, sir. You're a special individual.
Think outside the box. Not his son.
Now you got me thinking of Sexy Red rapping to Randy Orton's theme.
Why don't you say bow, bow, bow? I'm good.
Oh Jesus. Oh Jesus. Real quick, some quick hitters, man. Some quick hitters. We Miles Bourne is your new number one contender to the NXT Championship. He won a battle royal last night.
Ass.
You don't think baby Randy Orton is deserving of that belt? Or
not yet. Not yet. He a placeholder. He ain't got shit else to do right now. He cool, but no.
I mean, we do know Javon is likely the man to take that belt off him.
That's what I'm waiting for.
Yeah, the roof gonna go off when Javon Evans win that belt. Trick Williams is going up against Joe Hendry for the TNA World Championship at Battleground later this month. Are you here for it or not?
Yeah. Man, I'm here for it. I just they need to move Trick up because they're just wasting time for him. For real. I mean, I like the exposure, of him in TNA, but at the same time, like, I'm good with that. But I don't watch TNA like that, so I wouldn't know who else would be next in line to challenge Joe Hendry. I mean, preferably friend of the show, Mr. AJ Francis. Man, give my man a type shot. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The hardest working man on the Indies. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that is true. That is true. We got a new number one contender to the NXT Women's Champion, Stephanie Vaquer, and Jordan Grace. Her and Giulia had a hell of a match in which several times I was in fear for Julia's life because she landed on her neck once, and that Juggernaut driver looked a little too. I'm glad she tucked because that looked a little scary. Two things: are you here for Jordan Grace versus Stephanie Vaquer? And do you think that because again, Stephanie Vaquer got the rocket strapped to her the way you thought Giulia was going to have a rocket strapped to her? Do you think injury is pretty much gonna keep Giulia from being like what we thought she would be coming over?
I'm here for it. I mean, it's gonna be a hell of a match, but also too, the injuries did have an effect on it. But I think that they're doing the right thing with Giulia by having her flip flop from the main roster and then to NXT. I think the confusion comes in where what is that? What does she end up? Because she's a hell of a talent. Stephanie Vaquer, that's she a real one. I can't really speak too much on it. That's one of those things I'm just waiting to see, like for real, like waiting to see that shit. See what happens.
Yeah, I'm curious how that's gonna play out. To be honest with you, because all in all, we're literally looking at the most stacked women's division. If you go from NXT up to WWE, like they're basically flip flopping to kind of get a national, not national audience is weird. Get an audience more prepared for when they come over to like Netflix or USA Network.
Right.
But in all honesty, what you really should do is probably must say NXT has its own TV deal on CW, right? Like, don't make it a feeder system. Make it a legit
Mhm.
third brand, and people can just
That has to be, I
bounce
mean,
around.
but I think they've been trying to do that for a while. That's why you have the women's tag teams titles move over, and that's why you've had like the Baron Corbin's come back. You've had the Finn Balor's come back and visit NXT and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Again, what I said earlier, it's a situation where you hoarding talent and everybody wants to get their face on TV, but you can't get everybody's face on TV. It's just like the NFL and training camp. Everybody's fighting for a spot. You got some people that came out of nowhere, undrafted free agents,
Mm-hmm.
as starters on the NFL team. I mean, look at the Brock Purdy's. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody got to figure out. No, I know he's Mr. Irrelevant. I'm just saying, like, I'm just saying somebody.
I'm just saying, I'm shocked you're giving Brock Purdy some props on your own platform.
No, I'm not getting no props. I'm just making an example out of him. I will never get that. I will never get his sorry ass fucking props. I will talk shit about him until the day I die. Fuck him. Fuck his elbow. Fuck the 49ers. Fuck Jerry Rice chicken helmet. Fuck all of them.
I was just hoping. I was hoping, but it's too much for it. Too much for it, man. Okay. Real quick. Owen Hart Cup Memorial Final for Double or Nothing for the women. It's Jamie Hayter versus Mercedes Moné. I know we wish it were Mercedes versus Athena.
Yeah.
But they had that match already, the match cooked, and I'm like, all right, whatever. We here for it or not?
I'm here for it. Jamie Hayter can go. I fuck with Jamie.
Yeah. For the men, it's Hangman Page versus Will Ospreay.
I have a feeling Will Ospreay is going to win, but I need my man Hangman.
I mean, the redemption of Adam Hangman Page is like the best story AEW's kind of got right now.
Yeah, and his mustache.
And his mustache. And
he got that Magnum TA joint.
Yeah, and look, man, if Darby Allin gonna be trying to do kick flips off Mount Everest, just let Adam Page get that bet off of Jon Moxley.
Yeah,
because clearly, look, if your mans don't want to wrestle, give it a Page and let him cook. Let him be a 2-time champion.
Absolutely, cowboy shit.
Yeah, man. All right, D. I believe it's time for our good friend Ice Cube. Ice Cube. My gosh.
Right. Oh, dog. Don't disrespect that man.
I've been up since 6 a.m. breaking news and breaking trades. My fault. Oh. Our good friend Ice T. Let him join the party, man. Let him join the party.
I got you.
Hey. That's right. It is time for Hater of the Week. Part of the show where we get some things off our chest, banning some people to Tubi. As you may see in our last episode last week, we had a Bruh, Is You Serious and not a Hater of the Week because of the shenanigans portrayed by the former co-owner of the Turkey Leg Hut.
Bruh.
But I went last week. D said he wrote his down.
So yes, I did.
Forward to our soliloquy by Dear D here and his Hater of the Week.
So my Hater of the Week is Rockstar Games. You raggedy bitches. You delayed Grand Theft Auto 6 for another goddamn year. The fucked up shit is my Eagles have won 2 Super Bowls in between the time of Grand Theft Auto 5 and Grand Theft Auto 6. They might win another one before Grand Theft Auto 6 come out. We've been looking for this damn game for years, and then you want to put out just a trailer the other day? You full of shit. What are you trying to do? What are you trying to do? We're going to buy that shit any goddamn way. What you trying to make your own platform, your own Grand Theft Auto system? No, release the goddamn game. What are we doing? Y'all pissing me off with this shit. Like, come on now. You got people been playing Grand Theft Auto online since they were 2. Now they ain't got daggone high school. What the fuck? Come on, people. We gamers out here. Y'all talk about it's supposed to be the fall of 2025, and you wait until what the summer of 2026. I hope, Lord willing, I hope we still here for that. With the way this country been ran, shit. The tariffs and everything, motherfucker ain't gonna be able to afford a goddamn video game. That's my hater of the week.
You know what's crazy? We literally said that for $1,400, these dudes allegedly blew up the bar 5015.
Bruh.
$700 a piece. And we joked that Grand Theft Auto 6 might cost that much when it comes out. Last week, did we speak this into existence?
Yeah, yes. Grand Theft Auto 6 better come with a new car and a subscription to a meal prep. What the hell are we doing, man? You about to have people beating each other. Matter of fact, with the way this damn country going, we ain't gonna be able to afford Grand Theft Auto 6. We just gonna be able to afford the 6. That's it.
Okay.
That's ass. I was frustrated.
That being said, that trailer is fire. I'm sorry.
It is. But don't tell me you're gonna push the bitch back and then put a trailer out. What? That's just like somebody saying they gonna sleep with you, and then they say, "No, I'm gonna sleep with you next week." But they show you all different types of movies and stuff. I did this. I can do this with this. No, don't tease me, touch me, tease me. We're not doing that. Just release the game. Release the goddamn game.
So you not a fan of Case and Foxy Brown in that regard?
In this instance, I am. Touch me. Yeah, all that.
Yeah. Got you. All right. Well, I don't have a hater of the week because one Shelton Benjamin put it out there so goddamn
you said his name wrong.
So Terry, old weird ass, referred to as
Terry.
one half of the current AEW Tag Team Champions, a former United States champion, former Intercontinental champion, former multi-time WWE Tag Team champion, Shelton Benjamin, as Benjamin Shelton. To which I present to you what one Benjamin Shelton said in response. I'm sorry. One Shelton Benjamin said in response to Terry. Message. You lost me forever with your don't get caught, or as you would call it, apology speech. So rather than screw up my name and pretend we ever had any sort of camaraderie, which we never had, please do me a favor and keep my name out your fucking mouth. Now, that's not all that Mr. Benjamin had to say. And he said, a little bit about yesterday, it amazes me that some people really think bossing my name is what set me off. Wrong. I mean, we knew this. We knew this, and now I have to readjust so we can be everything's in full focus here. We knew this.
This is a fuck Terry podcast.
Wasn't going to apologize for real. He wasn't sincere about it. Don't get caught. Bro, that's what that's something you tell your kids when you say, oh, you caught him smoking weed for the first time.
Who told their kids don't get caught?
Some weird parents, dog. Just some weird parents.
Oh, my parents just said no. Like Nancy Reagan.
So when I hear the name Nancy Reagan these days, I have to ask a very specific question.
GAWK.
Kerr. Bow, bow, bow. My bad. I made you
Don't do
spill
that.
good liquor.
Don't
I
do
made
that.
you spill good liquor. My bad.
Don't do that. That hurt.
I made you spill good liquor. My bad.
Ooh, that hurt. Oh shit.
My bad. My bad. Point is, don't get caught being a racist is the dumbest shit I've ever heard anybody say.
Man.
Ever. And we're talking about an individual who slept with his best friend's wife. Like, Terry is an habitual line stepper. I don't think that this American freestyle wrestling organization that he and Mr. 83 Weeks have put on, I don't know if it's gonna really pop off because I don't know if America really cares about legit Greco-Roman wrestling outside of college.
I don't know why he cares about it because he couldn't wrestle in the first fucking place. He just pretty much got his ass whooped until his cul-de-sac got sweaty, and then he hit you with you and start on his knees shaking his head, worse than a damn prostitute, and then messed around and body slammed somebody, hit him with the big ass boot, and then put his thigh on their forehead. Match over. Who gives a fuck?
I will shoot him the tiniest. I'll shoot him terrible public defender bail here. There were a couple matches in Japan where he was like, "Oh, I'm actually gonna like do the thing."
But he had no choice because you actually had to wrestle.
I know, but he dumbed down his shit when he got back over here. Point being, as Kaz called it, MAGA fourth rope. I want no parts of it. I'm cool on it. I'm cool on this person not being part of professional wrestling for the rest of my days. I do not care about Terry, and I'm glad Shelton Benjamin called him out for his chicanery and bullshit because that's all he does is chicanery and bullshit. And also, I have no idea what this WWE and AAA thing is going to be, all told. But I just hope that for all parties involved with this merger, that some things have been mediated, some actual apologies and help have been done. Because otherwise, shit gonna get real awkward for no reason, and I don't know why a publicly traded company like TKO wants to get in bed with some shit like that, knowing full well what the climate is these days.
Are we talking about are we talking about a specific person?
Yes, we are.
Oh. Can I name it? Could I name him? Can I do it the right way? Alberto
you can do
it. Rio, that person?
Yes, we can also that and also the person who works for the company that supported Stephanie Vacquera's abuser. So that's also that one too.
Oh, I'll fuck him up too.
Yeah. So there's that. So yeah, man, that's hater of the week. Terry is probably gonna be a lifetime member of this damn thing.
We should do a hater of the week Hall of Fame.
He's in there. The guy that is currently over the country is already in there.
The turkey leg hut man there too.
The turkey leg hut man already got a space strictly because of how shenanigans all his stuff was. And oh yeah, I forgot. There's an update to that story this week. The man was denied bond. That man got to sit because even though he believed that he's not a flight risk, a federal judge said, "Nah, brother, your name tied up in too much dumb shit for you to be out here on these streets."
Can we add? Can I have my first inductee? Like,
yes. Who are you inducting to the Hater of the Week Hall of Fame?
Whose house?
All right, folks. That's our show this week. I knew you were going there. All apologies to Well, no, we ain't apologizing for it. If you in
I'm
there, you
apologizing for
in the club, you
shit.
in the club. Nah, I'm
Yeah,
apologizing.
Fuck that.
I'm apologizing for those who missed prior episodes and don't understand why we the way we are about that particular individual.
Mm-hmm.
But that's neither here nor there. You can go back in the archives. We are now 16 episodes deep. We are, damn, D, we almost 6 months into this, if you really think about it.
Yeah, we've been cooking, bro.
Yeah, we've been cooking. Update as far as merch, it is coming. I am going to be putting down the finalized touches on a certain couple designs. I mean, I see people want the logo. They're like, must say, where's the shirts? I like the shirts. I'm like, cool. D's probably gonna hold me to this weekend. I'm finish doing all the
You
designs
motherfucker
necessary,
right.
all the designs necessary, all the colors. We're gonna just do a mass drop. You're gonna cop them. They're on a pretty solid price point. I ain't doing nothing crazy, and these ain't affected by no tariffs whatsoever.
I was about to say the same thing. No tariffs.
No tariffs whatsoever. So again, price point for the shirts, point for the shirt. Get in your favorite color. You know what I mean? And we're gonna rock. But again, thank you so much for tuning into this week's episode of 2DopeMarks. Y'all came and kicking with us on a Wednesday. Next week, we will be back at our regularly scheduled time. No, actually, no, we went out. Yes, we will be at our regularly scheduled time.
No, we will. We will. I'm literally going to my destination after we record, so I can hop on my flight.
Yes. We'll be back at our regular time next Thursday, 7:15 Eastern. On demand on Thursdays. Live on Thursdays, on demand on Fridays.
You all right?
To which now you will get this week's episode in your podcast feed Thursday morning.
Damara.
Damara. Again, appreciate you for tuning in. Appreciate the Wrestle Club for kicking it with us, in the comments. That's another thing. We enjoy, it's an interactive show. You come in the comments, put your comments on air. We read your comments live. We interact with our audience because, again, we are nothing without y'all.
Mm-hmm.
We are nothing without our community. We're nothing without the people who make us, just keep pushing us to keep going, keep enjoying this thing. And yeah, man, come kick it. I mean, enjoy a libation, spark a J, shoot some text off. That's all you gotta do. Just, come kick it with your boys. We good. 1,000%. Also, I don't know what is gonna go on in Dallas with that wide receiver situation, but hey, they made moves in the most here brother damn situation, but that is that organization in a nutshell. So Michael Parsons, you might get paid on the last day. You can probably get paid in 2026. All right, so that is 2DopeMarks. That's D. I'm Brando. Again, follow us on Instagram at 2DopeMarks. Follow us on Twitter at 2DopeMarks. You can follow us on our individual pages. D is at No One Like D. I am like _Brando C. Brando C without the underscore on Instagram. Again, follow 2DopeMarks on all social platforms. Follow us on YouTube. Subscribe, like, turn notifications on for new episodes, new shorts. Like us, rate us, review us, give us 5 stars. You want to give us 4 stars? I think you're really Dave Meltzer in the flesh. I ain't do nothing.
No, I'm just pointing. I'm telling people to listen to you. You doing that shit.
Oh, yes, indeed. So I'm about to get off my box because I've been up since 6 a.m. Breaking news tomorrow and that sort of thing. I'm not really, but D, if I hope to God your nice thing better not be Warriors, because last week it was and it got pushed to 7. Now watch them boys break my boy's heart again. So D, say something nice to the people.
Fuck Terry.
Oh, that is beautiful. That is, boy, you said that with some flowers around it. They must say, I'm gonna pour honey on you, goat. That's how good that sounded. That's how good that sounded. Anyway, we see y'all next week, y'all.